Don Schaefer narrated 22 books in the Babysitters Club series. Here, in my opinion, are the top 10 best books that Dawn narrated. Number 10, Dawn's Family Feud. Dawn and her stepfamily get into a big fight while they go on vacation to Boston. This book has a lot of things going for it. Number 1, I love the cover. It's amazing, and it's actually a scene from the book, which doesn't always happen. The Angry Vacation storyline is far more interesting and realistic than the Perfect Dream Vacation storyline that we usually see in the super special books. This was the first book in years to feature Jeff as a main character. It's always nice to see him again. Plus, it's hilarious to see Marianne's dad try to be cool. I like the family drama, but the book is a little on the average side, simply because there are so many other Dawn books with a similar premise. Dawn fights with Marianne a lot. Number 9, Dawn and the Disappearing Dogs. Someone starts stealing all the dogs in town, including Christie's dog, and dogs that Dawn is supposed to be watching. Dawn and the girls do a lot of investigation and figure out all the angles to the crime. And this was a good book. They're really interested in solving the mystery. The problem is that the solution's kind of dumb. The culprit is a millionaire real estate mogul who's stealing and selling dogs for petty cash. He gives himself away by constantly lurking around the neighborhood and reselling the dogs in the exact same neighborhood where they were stolen. So if the solution had been improved, then this would be a really good mystery. As it is, it's just a passable mystery. It's decent enough. Number 8, Dawn and Too Many Sitters. For the 10-year anniversary of the series, they brought Dawn and Jeff back for the summer. It was nice to see them again. Jeff and Mallory's triplet brothers become babysitters in training. They tag along on sitting jobs and try to help out, even though most of the time they're too gross and silly to be real babysitters. It was a very funny book. The boys were hilarious. There's a subplot which doesn't fit perfectly, but it's also a lot of fun. The girls need to earn money very quickly, so they do a bunch of odd jobs. This ends with a wild 4th of July party. So it was a fun book. They brought back Dawn just for this fun book. I liked it. Number 7, Dawn and Whitney, Friends Forever. Dawn gets a new client named Whitney who has Down syndrome. They become good friends. Dawn learns a lot about the prejudices against people with disabilities. I like that. But I wasn't a fan of the final third of the book, where Whitney learns Dawn is her babysitter. She assumes Dawn was just pretending to like her. They have a big fight. Whitney decides to prove she's mature by kidnapping some kids that Dawn is babysitting. That is not the best way they could have repaired their relationship. Kidnapping? No. In the humorous subplot, Dawn's dad has a bunch of disaster dates with various women. It was hilarious. Again, I wasn't a fan of the ending, where he decides to marry his ex, Carol. That came out of nowhere. I'm serious, it takes Dawn about half a page to go from I hate Carol forever to Carol should marry my dad. Number 6, Dawn and the Impossible 3. Dawn's first book in the series was a good one. Dawn has to deal with the wild Barrett children and their gorgeous yet irresponsible mother. One of the kids goes missing because Mom messed up the calendar. Dawn is forced to summon every ounce of maturity she has. She explains to Mrs. Barrett that she needs to get her crap together and stop expecting the babysitter to raise her kids. In the subplot, Christy doesn't like Dawn that much. She thinks Dawn has stolen her best friend. Again, Dawn goes out of her way to be mature and befriend Christy. This book was a solid introduction to Dawn. I really liked her character in this. So, great. It made me excited about Dawn, our new character in the Babysitters Club. Little did I know that there would be, 5 others. Number 5, Farewell Dawn. This is the book where Dawn moves away to California. I think the series messed up on the California drama. They stretched out the question of will Dawn move or won't she for far, far too long. To the point where I wanted to see her move away forever, just so there wouldn't be any more books about it. Now this book is great because it doesn't rehash that drama. Dawn makes her decision to move to California in chapter 1. So we don't stretch it out as much as possible. Dawn and Marianne get into a big fight, which lasts for most of the book, and the BSC gives Dawn a big farewell party. I found it all to be very interesting, even though it's stuff we've seen before. It was just written in such a way that it was interesting to read. So good writing on this one. Number 4, Dawn and the Surfer Ghost. Dawn has a sort of crush on a hot surfer named Thrash. He dies in a surfing accident, and his ghost haunts the beach. Dawn decides to avenge Thrash's death by exposing his killer. It turns out Thrash isn't dead, he just cut his hair. Dawn appears to be the only one who's smart enough to see through his disguise. Thrash and Dawn work together to expose the person who sabotaged Thrash's surfboard. The story was kind of dumb, but it was also a lot of fun. Dawn's narration is strong, and it's nice to see her friend Sunny take a major role. Number 3, Dawn's wicked stepsister. Dawn and Marianne have just become stepsisters. They're happy at first, but things quickly go downhill. They fight all the time, and they're so incredibly mean to each other. I don't know why, but I find it really entertaining when the girls are utterly savage to each other. It's not all fighting. This book is more nuanced than that. There are moments where the girls get along, and that was nice. It was nice to see some nuance. The other family members have trouble adjusting to their new life together. That highlights the same problems from a different angle. In the end, Dawn and Marianne decide they need separate bedrooms. That cuts down on their fighting, except for those 2 books I talked about earlier where they fight the whole time. Number 2, Dawn on the Coast. This book was very interesting and different from normal, partly because it was the first book of the series to have a ghostwriter. It was a refreshing change for the series, and I liked it. The book is mostly Dawn in California, hanging out with her friends. The characters were especially strong in this book. It was interesting to see Dawn interact with her friends, Jeff, and Dad. Dad pressures Dawn into moving back in with him, and she goes back and forth a bit before deciding against it. Although, she's gonna move back to California in another 50 books or so. Number 1, best Dawn book, Dawn and the We Love Kids Club. This book is great because it has a lot of stories. It's like 2 different books put together. That's how much storyline there is. The We Love Kids Club becomes extremely popular after the local TV station does a story on them. They are swamped with jobs and have scheduling problems. Dawn is forced to step in and create some basic Christie-style organization rules for everyone to follow. Christie herself gets super jealous of the We Love Kids Club and does a bunch of wild things in hopes of getting on TV. That was funny. Dad and Carol get engaged. Dawn freaks out so much, she steals her dad's credit card and buys a plane ticket back to Connecticut. It was so unexpected and dramatic. I loved it. The book also has literary aspirations. It sets up clever parallels between Dawn, Carol, and one of the babysitting kids. So it's exciting and it's smart. It was good enough that I gave this book a perfect 10 out of 10. So those are the best Dawn books, according to me. Let me go through the list again. Dawn's Family Feud, Dawn and the Disappearing Dogs, Dawn and Too Many Sitters, Dawn and Whitney, Friends Forever, Dawn and the Impossible 3, Farewell Dawn, Dawn and the Surfer Ghost, Dawn's Wicked Stepsister, Dawn on the Coast, Dawn and the We Love Kids Club.